Good morning, good morning. Here we are. So you have to excuse the door open and there's a air cooler running in the background. It's hot as hell over in the UK at the moment in certain places. Well, actually it's not hot as hell, but it's hotter than it normally is, and upstairs here is like a sauna. So today, soap of choice, BDLM, Barbershop de los Muertos 2. If I murdered that, Marcos, I'm sorry. After balm is going to be the matching balm. This is frosted. I've got about 8 drops of Sterling Frost drops in there. Cube 2, mentholated. Menthol. Love a bit of menthol this weather. Yaki 24 synthetic, one of my favourite brushes, one of them, and the razor of choice, cheapo. What the hell is it? It's a Beauty Track Limited. It's a cheapo razor, but what I was more experimenting, you can probably see the homeware there. What I did was flatten this down, and I was experimenting with bevel angles. This one I measured it. It's calipers. It was about 19 degrees. So what I did was took it on the DMT. It doesn't bother me. This is cheap old razor, just more of experimentation. I took out the DMT, measured, and I got it down to about 16 roughly. I mean, you know, I haven't got amazing measuring equipment, just a set digital calipers. So I got that down to about 16, honed it back up, ILR edge, 100. Oh, don't know if you'll be able to see that beyond these stripes, but yeah, Bobby G strop, horse, denim, 50 on the denim, 100 laps on the wonderful Bobby G horse. Incredible. Thank you, Bobby G. And we're going to give that a go. Anyway, enough yapping, because it'll be here all day, and by the time I finish I'll be sweating and be skinny as a rake. Yeah, right. Okay, let me get sorted out and we'll be back. And here we go. Yeah, wonderful soap. Barbershop scent for me, but a really nice modern take on it. And here we go with the blade. Bevel angle isn't something I get wrapped up in. You know, I just thought I'd try and see how it goes. So like I say, I don't get wrapped up in it. I just thought, yeah, well, let's give it a go, see what happens. This is a hollow ground, not my favourite grind, but let's give this a whirl. About 24 hours growth. With the grain it's difficult to tell, but feels pretty smooth, if I'm being honest. It's not something I do to me vintage razors. Because I took a fair bit of metal off the spine. feels sharp. Now, I'm a sort of full wedge, quarter wedge guy. Yesterday I had about 3 days of growth, and I used a Geo and Worcester, I think, full wedge John June, and I tell you, it absolutely mowed it down. There's a zit there, zit spot, maybe you want to call it. Murphy McNeil soap, absolutely wonderful. Only a residual slickness. So yeah, that's not too bad actually. I didn't feel too bad, but like I say, that's sort of with cross with the grain. Feeling the frost drops now, very nice. helps you get lathered up, and then your nose starts to itch straight away. It's a cheap razor, so I don't suppose the steel's brilliant. And it does feel sharp, but not rough smooth. Non-dominant hand. Got a funeral to go to tomorrow. My uncle died a week ago. So yes, that'll be nice this heat. More to take than Mum. I hadn't seen him for a fair old few years. Although he was 96, done well, and he's an active 96, so you know. He done all right, and it was a heart attack. fell, broke his hip, you know, brittle bones, old people. And then in hospital he had a massive heart attack and went, so '96 ain't a bad old go, especially like I say, I think 3 weeks, well 6 weeks, my mum told me that he was up in the neighbour's loft. His neighbour's 86 but can't get in the loft, so he went up in the loft to get something down for him. So, you know, he was an active old boy. Okay, this will be the one. Oh, yes. Oh, that's good. No, that's nice. So yeah, a little 16 degrees. I don't know how long this will hold the edge, because like I say, the steel ain't brilliant, but interesting experiment. Like I say, about 24 hours growth. Yesterday would have been a good test for it, because like I said, that was full beardage almost. The hollows aren't my, you know, I don't mind them, don't get me wrong, but they're not sort of my go-to blade. But this one, considering I think I paid, I'd say about 12 quid. I just use it for, you know, messing around on the stones. Wonderful scent of this soap. Look, that was close. Also, where I've flattened it, no need for a rolling X. It sits across the stone, touches everywhere. Now for the bit. And that, gentlemen, is that. Nice. So, not bad. So funny. 16 degrees. Pretty good. Oh, a little nick there. Or a little weeper, whatever you want to call it. But I'll take that. Okay. I'll be back with the post. Cheers. And we're back. So, look at that label. That's so cool. Murphy McNeil, BDLM2, Barbershop de los Muertos, Yaki, lovely brush. Awesome, plenty of that in there. Menthol Cube, Capri, fine bowl. Love that bowl. What's next? BDLM2 frosted version. Great stuff. Oh, I feel good. Lovely and cooling. And razor of choice, cheapo test razor for me for messing about on. Bevel angle around, and when I say around, I mean, like I say, I haven't got great measuring equipment, but you know, and I've measured it out to be around 16 degrees after I'd shaved the bits and pieces off it. You can see the spine wear. Now, I'm not a hollow man. This is a hollow, but I know this razor well. I'll use it for this and a couple of gold dollars, you know, test hones, blah blah blah. And when I say I notice a difference, it's a good shave, nice shave, but I don't know, man. I wouldn't get too wrapped up in it. I know you see quite a bit on a few forums here and there about the importance of angles and all that, and I don't know. Yeah, it done a good job. Tiny little weeper there, but that was my fault because I zigged when I should have zagged. so I was not thinking at the time. So again, it's a tiny weeper, but yeah, I don't know, not something I'd really get hung up on. It was just a test, 16 degrees, and it done all right though, you know. As long as you shave, your shave's good and you're enjoying yourself, don't worry about it too much. Brilliant. Oh, and of course, I almost forgot, magic, because it's made by witches, because my friend over the pond said so, and I agree with him totally. It's great stuff. Oh, alum, minimal stinging to be fair, so that, you know, it's quite good shave. Bracing, that's what you call it, bit of bracing, no real stinging. A little bit there on that weeper, but nothing to worry about. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying yourself wherever you are, and of course enjoying your shaves. Cheers, bye.